Hello, welcome back to another Let's Roleplay of Dragon Age 2. I am Marion Hawk, a beautiful blonde woman, as always. And now we're going to venture out into... I don't even know who to pick up. I haven't seen anybody. I have all my party members to go and see. They all want to see me. So, let's start out in Hightown. Can confirm it's just going to be me. Let's go to the Viscount's Keep. And let's go visit with Aveline. Then after that we can go meet Fenris. Aveline is my best friend. And then, well, Fenris and I have been lovers for the last short while. Though it's not exactly been smooth, of course, because...
I have 14 different reports to rewrite by the end of the day.
Templars.
I need some quiet.
Templars all over the place. Was never like this before. And there's a guard over there. 2 guards. Do you know who's running the show? Templars everywhere. Things have changed. There's Seneschal, Bran.
Well, look who it is. You. The you. If you don't mind, I could do with a significant reduction in the amount of attention this office receives. A visit from the champion is something of the opposite.
I sense I am unwelcome in the halls of power.
Power? I am just the hand on the seal, waxing what I'm told. Now I'm trapped under Templar scrutiny, waiting for them to note how easily I might be replaced.
And it isn't going well?
It is not going well.
I can apply influence in many ways, you know.
Do the words political maelstrom mean anything to you? The Templars are particularly sensitive about destabilizing elements, especially after what happened to Dumas.
The Arashok killed the Viscount, but he's no longer a problem.
There are older hatreds that the Templars feel deserve more central focus. Sometimes I wonder if we're at war with ourselves.
There is no one to carry the last Viscount's line.
You presided over Seamus's death. That was the sad end of the Dumas. When a line is judged unfit or ends, we appoint from Kirkwall's elite. Or we would, if the situation was normal. But it is not.
It was pretty sad, losing the Viscount like that. I think he was a good man. He just caught in the between... Well, when he was still here, he was caught between the Canary issue and keeping the peace. But if he had still survived, now it would be all about the mages. Maybe he could help, the mages and the Templars. But who knows?
Who nominates a new Viscount?
A consensus of the nobility, normally, and a willing nominee. Both are lacking, and I can't fault it. These are difficult times.
Could I nominate someone, or do it myself?
Anyone who thinks to take this office needs more than popular support. They need particular support. You are many things, champion, but not this. Not yet, anyway.
I couldn't become Viscount? That would be a good position for me. I'm almost acting like Keeper of the Peace as it is.
Since when are city leaders appointed by the Knight Commander?
Meredith would not openly declare a preference. The rule of Kirkwall is deliberately separate from the Chantry's will. But the Order embodies security in Kirkwall, and they want the new Viscount to be more accepting of oversight. Anyone who wants to rule Kirkwall needs support from the Templars. That is the new truth of this city.
What happens if they don't like the choice?
Do you know how Viscount Dumas' predecessor Perrin Threnhold left office? He was a tyrant, certainly, but his rule was not ended until he actively sought to expel the Templars. The good of all is inexorably tied to what is good for the Templars.
I'll leave you to it, but I'm easy to find if you need me.
Good. Thank you. My door is always closed.
Rude, rude, rude. I don't know what his problem is.
That's all I need. The champion.
For everything I've done for them and the city.
This is the home of Kirkwall's Circle of Magi.
Oh.
I have been stationed here since I was 15. How much longer do I have to...
This just... What?
The Knight Commander is grateful for your support, champion. Make a watch over you. The Knight Commander is grateful for your support, champion.
The Major Circle is out in the gallows. I'm not sure what he's talking about.
Good luck.
That was also the
I've been
Viscount's
waiting all day.
office up there. Not sure what to expect.
Fine days.
That's no longer access to there. As they locked it. I'm not going to try unlocking it with a bunch of Templars there either. I've always tried to be careful around the Templars, because I know they are the power in the city. I've known that from my first year being here. Aveline.
Guardsman, duties for the week will be... Lowtown canvas. 5 on, 3 off.
City perimeter by 2s. Clear by 2nd watch.
Training recruits full metal by week's end.
Anything else, Captain?
No. Thank you. Donnick is a good man. I'm sorry, was there something you wanted?
You never said how your 3 weeks in Orlais went.
You're right. I didn't. Anything else?
She married him. The honeymoon.
Your men could give the Templars a run for their sovereigns.
They've had to. As long as there's no Viscount, the Order thinks they can bark at any man in uniform. I won't have it. The people of Kirkwall need to see themselves in their guard. Lose that connection, we're just targets.
Kirkwall seems to have rallied around you.
I try to keep order, and people appreciate that. Everything else is going insane. A few complaints here and there, but for the most part, I think everyone's just glad the guard has been stable for a few years.
Just checking in. Need anything?
Yes, there's something. Come back soon. I'll get into it then.
Okay, apparently she's too busy.
I'll see you later.
Of course, Hawk.
Too busy to see the likes of me. See if there's anything worth getting my hands into. No one's here.
All set.
Couple items. They won't miss it. Nothing in here. Praying to the Maker. Well, speaking of that, I've had a bit of change of heart since in the last 3 years. Since, well, I've had time to reflect on my mother dying, and well, I think what really did it in was meeting Corypheus. He kind of confirmed that the Chantry story was real. He was talking like he just came out from visiting the Golden City. I believe that he was kind of twisted into a dark spawn-like form in the service of the old god. Was it Dumat? And he went to meet the Maker himself with the other, just like the story in the Chantry goes, with the other magistrates from Tevinter. Okay, so what's next? Let's go see Fenris. Fenris's mansion. I don't know why he's still there. He doesn't have an easy life. I mean, he could have moved in with me, but he decided not to. And in fact, actually, he's the only one of the 4 people you can romance that doesn't move in with you, I believe I read.
Are you certain it's her?
An elf matching your description on the ship you named, and alone as far as I could tell.
I need to know if it's a trap.
I did as you asked, Fenris. Now it's up to you. You talk to him, Hawk. I've had my fill for today.
Fenhedis, first of us.
Maybe I can help, Fenris.
It's my sister. I didn't tell you, but I followed up on Hadriana's information. Everything she said was true. I had to keep it quiet, but I eventually contacted Verania and sent her coin enough to come meet me. And now she's here.
She was in Carinus after all.
My sister left Magister Ahriman's service, and I found her in Minrathous. That made things more difficult. But according to the men I paid, it's just as Hadriana said. She's not a slave. She's a tailor, in fact. Getting a letter to her was difficult, and she didn't believe me at first. But she's finally come.
Yes, everything's gone exactly according to plan. What could be worse?
Yes, yes, laugh at me. Come with me, Hawk. I need you there when I meet her.
Where is she?
If we go to the Hanged Man during the day, she'll be there, for the next week at least.
He's nervous.
It would mean a lot to me. That's all I ask.
But does he think there's a trap? I think he's nervous. He doesn't know how to act with a relative. But of course I'll go with him. We are somewhat a couple, though he does keep taking off and doing his, yeah, he needs to clean this place up. The bodies are still here, but that is not exactly... And Isabella is still out. I'm not sure what she's doing. Last reports was that she was at the Hangman. Well, let's cruise, where are we? Don't really... Doesn't it ask me for... Oh, no, it doesn't ask me for the group again. Let's cruise through Hightown. Just the two of us. And see what we can pick up. There's a few other people wanting to speak to me around the city. There always are. Would be nice to have the whole group back again. It's been a while.
I don't wander around Hightown much. I sort of stick out.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Tea, a leg of ham, daisies for the front hall.
Some servant. I never liked this part, actually. Seems to be a lot of bad people living in this area of the city. This area of Hightown, I mean. Like, Bartrand had this place.
Avoid with this. I can never remember.
Wasn't this the Dupuy estate? Or is it... No, I think it was over here, actually. Yeah, wasn't this the Dupuy estate? Or is this the Harriman estate, and then the Dupuy estate was over there? Yeah, there's been a lot of bad people living in that area up there. That's leaving Hightown. What's on the Chanter's board? Anything? No, nothing. Not usually that much there.
To those who hunger, food. To those who thirst, water. And to a brother in need, aid.
As I was saying, my ear is now open to what the Chantry has to say about the Maker and Andraste. Well, I'm not a firm believer. I'm not like a religious devotee, at least at this point anyway. I'm just not going to ridicule their religion anymore. I think at the first it was funny because when I was younger, everyone, like all the Templars were always after my sister. We had to walk, and my father, we always had to look out for them. And so I think Sebastian's in here. We can go meet him too. And I was not pleased with him, even though it was a bit of a strain in our lives. Didn't blame Father so much, but when Father passed away, we still had to leave and move because of my sister, and I wasn't very happy about that, and I was a bit resentful towards her. What I said in the very, very first video of Dragon Age 2 wasn't correct, where I said, yeah, it was resentment, not any, like, anger towards her, like, outright anger, at least anyways. I tried to keep it in, and it did come out at times, but I loved my sister, and I wanted to keep her safe. And that's why I originally disliked the Chantry and what they had to say, but it's kind of becoming, since everybody's lost and I've seen things, experienced so much lately in the last few years, things are coming into focus differently for me now. So here's Sebastian, let's speak to him.
The first enchanter overstepped his bounds.
He was provoked.
The people want to know which side you favor. It weakens you.
Strength will not win this fight, Sebastian. If the Maker is merciful, he will help them find peace. We can only be waiting when they do.
She is actually the one that's keeping the peace way more than me. I mean, no one's... It's her calming influence, Grand Cleric Elthina, that's keeping the peace between Meredith and Orsino, Templars and the Mages.
Do you never intend to give a public answer, Your Grace?
What have I been asked?
About the mages. You could calm this fire if you stepped forward.
The Chantry's teachings are clear. Those who turn against them would not listen more to me than to Andraste.
Orsino and the Knight Commander will tear Kirkwall apart.
They will try. I did not expect things to deteriorate so fast. I thought after the Canary, no one would wish for more violence. It has drawn more attention than I would like. Sebastian, if I can ask...
Anything, Your Grace.
And the champion, too, if you will?
I am your humble servant.
You honor me. The Divine is concerned about the situation here. She does not want to see the Free Marches become another Imperium. She has sent an agent to assess the danger. Meet with her, please. Tell her drastic measures won't be required.
I disagree.
Wouldn't this end more quickly if the Divine got involved?
Has Kirkwall not suffered enough? Should it be declared anathema and an enemy of the Chantry? Imagine Hightown streets, filled not just with Meredith's Templars, but all the forces the Divine can command.
Surely the Divine wouldn't treat the whole city as enemies.
She is concerned. It is never wise to draw the concern of the powerful.
She is the voice of Andraste. She cannot turn the might of the Chantry against the innocent due to proximity.
Were no innocents harmed in the exalted marches? She will do her best, Sebastian. But she must act first to protect the faith.
She's talking about the Divine Justinia.
What can you tell me about this servant of the Divine?
I was not told her real name. Only to call her Sister Nightingale. She is said to be the Divine's left hand, sent to do work that might blacken the Divine's name.
If you watch my Dragon Age Origins playthrough, you'll definitely know who that is when you see her. She was also a little bit... She was out there in Mark of the Assassin. I met her. But Marion really doesn't know who the heck she is.
What argument would convince her?
The Divine has heard my protests already. I must trust your own powers of persuasion now.
I don't want to stop the Divine, but I'll listen to her. That level of politics, nation politics, for all of Thedas is beyond me. I'm just the champion of Kirkwall.
This cannot wait.
Thank you. We cannot allow this ridiculous mage rebellion to turn into holy war.
The agent, Sister Nightingale, will be waiting in the Viscount's throne room tonight. She wishes to remain unseen. The room has been sealed since the Canary incident. It may be difficult to get in without attracting attention.
Are we going right now? I guess so. Sebastian. I'm not sure who else to take. I don't want to take Anders. We don't always need a mage with us, though. Let's just go with this group. Few of us have leveled up, though. 2 levels for Fenris. Okay, cunning. Let's take cunning up 20. Constitution, let's take up to 35. So 35 strength and 35 constitution. Now, where was I? I think he's done his own personal tree. Yes, he has. He's in the Battlemaster tree. Okay, so Unite. It's an add-on to Rally. Yeah, that's good. Because other allies now gain the benefits of the upgrades to Might, Control, and Turn the Blade, or Elemental Aegis for the duration of Rally. If the warrior has one of those sustain modes active, and party members regenerate mana or stamina even more quickly, effect... okay. That's 1. What about another passive ability? The warrior's extensive combat experience grants great fortitude in battle. Mana, stamina, regeneration, plus 10. Passive, so it's really good. Now, 2 levels for Oh god, Sebastian. So 40 dexterity. Let's take his cunning up. 41 dexterity, 35 cunning. And where are we? That tree, his personal tree is done. Can use confusion. What about this? So he does have speed as well. What about precision? This power cannot be used at the same time as speed or power. Well, what's the point of it then? Let's just go with this. He doesn't have to use it. I would prefer speed. Let's just get power as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put everything into speed, and then harmony, which adds more bonuses, the passive ability in the end. So I don't have to add anything, any new ability to him. So Sebastian, he really liked my responses to the Grand Cleric Elthina. Wonder if there's anything else here.
Who exists in the sight of the Maker. Sing of the charm.
Quest update faith, just from running around. Accompany Sebastian to the meeting with Sister Nightingale. Okay, we know about that. What's alone? Go to Lowtown's Hangman Pub with Fenris. On the loose. Speak to Knight Commander Meredith and Templar Hall on the gallows. I know. She sent me 2 letters. History of the Chantry. Well, we don't need that to read that. Let's pick it up anyways. I have done a bit of reading over the years. Now that I have no family left, and I have no one else, my lover has not moved in with me. I wouldn't want to pressure Fenris, though. He's very delicate in many ways because of his current situation, like with Illyrium in him. He's a hard man to get close to. But I think he overall tries to do good. He doesn't just despises mages, though.
Do you feel like a citizen, Fenris?
Excuse me?
You've been in Kirkwall as long as I have. Does it feel like home?
It feels. That itself has been a surprise.
I think I know what you mean.
Okay, so I'm going to end the video here. And when I come back, next video, I guess... Well, I don't want to go... Let's just continue around the city in Hightown, actually. There's other places to check out. So we'll see you next time.